Hello everyone, I'm Dale back in another video. So I got this character set up a couple of days ago and wanted to farm some money with it through Harvest. It's a pretty cool mechanic and I decided to record the loot from 20 maps to see how good it really is. Feel free to use the timestamps for an easier navigation and also consider following me on YouTube or Twitch where I stream daily for more content. We're getting closer to 1k subs by the day and that means a lot. Thank you. You will have a POB in the description down below, and also the loot breakdown will be towards the end of the video. Now, without further ado, let's begin. We got 20 maps of Harvest. I'm not gonna run any risk Scarabs because I don't want to break any. I kind of want to level up too because I'm only at 95 yet. But yeah, we're gonna run a doubling Scarab, Hordes, double Lineage for that magic pack size, and of course Scarab of Awakening. All of my maps are 8 modded, some of them have magic monsters, while the rest of them have rare mobs. And then the Atlas 3, it's nothing crazy, we just lock some of the Scarabs, take the quantity wheel, crop rotation, all ether nodes, harvest, we're not taking the chance though, only those that actually buff the plots, some extra Scarabs. We are highlighting ambush and cartography for the risk Scarabs, and that is it. Generally with 3 Scarabs I start at 280 quantity. Okay, now let's go over a map showcase where I'll be commenting on what you want to focus on. And if you're confused to how Harvest works, stay tuned as the next episode of Discover the Atlas is soon to come. Alright, so same setup, 8-1 map, increase magic mobs. We make sure to select inbuilt Harvest here. Atlas, the same as in the 20 map showcase. And we go in. Running Jungle Valley because the boss doesn't spawn, so there's always gonna be the increased chance of getting quantity altars, which they're best because that's how we're getting more juice out of Harvest. Need to focus on killing everything first for the additional chance of spawning the altars. Look for quantity. We don't get anything. We don't care about that. Then keep going. You could loot as you go or at the end. In those maps, your main profit will come out of Harvest itself, so if you really don't want to, you can ignore loot, unless it's like a Tink or something, but that's not recommended, right? This is the Sacred Grove, try to remember what that is. And as we keep going, we should have more altars spawning. That's what we use the Horde Scare for, to get more mobs that are influenced. It seems like we're not too lucky with this. On the current map, that's alright. I mean, we're looking at a total of 200 increased quantity. Right, I'm actually gonna need to interact with this infamous smirk. Nothing great. Right, just take the loot, kill him. Right, there we go. And it seems that we're done with the map. Now, this is a pretty bad map, but it's okay. We'll just go back now, open the Sacred Grove, and look at the layout. Here comes an important part. That's the moment where we go for crop rotation. Generally speaking, you want to focus on taking the one that has the least amount of crops first. In this case, it would be yellow, but I want to focus on yellows because they're the most expensive right now. So I'm gonna go with the blue ones first, actually. We got a 50% chance of not wilting the other plot, so we can also do a little bit of Gamba, which I'm gonna do right now. See, we want it. Kill the crop regularly. Also, you could drop a portal in case you're dying. That would help. Take the other purple. This time we didn't win, but it's okay. That's very fast. And now we're looking at upgraded purple crops. We see them leveling up decently, not too much. And after we take those, we should have a pretty juicy yellow one. because we are upgrading the other colors different from the crop we're clicking. What you want to focus on during harvest is those last two rows right here. This is the most important one, as it will spawn rare mobs, and then this is a tier 2, which is gonna spawn a bunch of magic mobs. That's where you get the most loot from, and the boss comes with 500 juice naturally, and then you have the doubling scarabs that will go over 1000 juice. So yeah, that's also good to keep in mind. But tier 3 is what you most care about. The higher the number, the better. And if you have two crops with the same number, you just look at the next tier, the lower tier one. Right now we just go to this yellow one and see what we get. This is a very juicy one. We're obviously gonna take this one. Then we have the chance of also not wilting the other yellow, which happened. That's perfect. And this is what a crop rotation map should generally look like. There will be times where the layout is gonna be super bad and there's nothing you can really do about it. But as you can see here, we got a bunch of loot going. And we also have this one, which should be pretty okay, as we got 13 tier 2 mobs. So you see all these yellows, they drop some extra loot. Then we also have the rare ones, drop like 200 each, around that. Keep in mind this map was also pretty bad in quantity. The reason I'm not using Risk Scarabs, even though it would be better than Lineage and the Horde Scarab, is that I also want to level up on this character, as I'm still level 97. And yeah, if I would take Risk Scarabs, I would just die. Okay, and we're looking at 7200 yellow juice. That on trade right now is about 3850. That's pretty good. We're getting close to 2 divines just from one map, and then we also have the purple juice, which doesn't go for that much, but still, that's gonna add up. What you wanna do is generally stack up a bunch of juice and then sell it for divines, as this ratio is gonna be better. So yeah, pretty easy map. Alright, so here we are with the Wealthy Exile. After the 20 maps we run, I feel like we got pretty lucky with the Ambush Scarab of Containment and the Ultimatum Scarab of Catalyzing, but you know, you got a high quantity on your maps, so you might get both from time to time. We can remove one. Thing is, without the juice, we got a total of 5.8 divs. And then with the juice, it shows that we're only getting 34 divines. Now, while that is decent, the price for all the juice is listed for their individual price, not the bulk price, which will pretty much always be higher. So if we check PoE, the price will actually be a little bit higher than what we're shown in the Wealthy Exile. So yeah, that's like a 6 divine difference just for the yellow juice. So we can take this number up by quite a bit actually. It would be a total of around 43 to 44 divines, and considering we got 27 divines invested in those maps, including all costs for the map themselves and the scarabs, we're looking at a profit of about 16 divines, which I would say is pretty good considering that the map doesn't actually take that long to clear. Other than that, we also got some random currency. I didn't bother picking up everything from the ground. If you want to do that, it will increase the cost of it, but the most money you're making from the juice alone, especially the yellow juice during later stages of the league, it goes for quite a lot. I would say it's a pretty worth mechanic, but do keep in mind that you might have pretty bad layouts too. You could also get luckier. I didn't have the best maps out there, I didn't get many quantity alters that I could take, or the best layouts for yellow juice. But yeah, that being said, you could go with a bigger profit than I did, or you could go a little bit lower. It's gonna pay out in the long term, but it might feel like you're losing money due to the high cost of the Awakening Scarab, which I believe goes for about 300 C right now. So yeah, do keep that in mind. I would say Harvest is pretty good and will always be profitable no matter what stage in the league, as long as you can do the crop rotation properly. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the little loot breakdown and map showcase. If you want to go for Harvest, I highly encourage you to do so, but always keep in mind that prices might go up or down depending on how many people are running it. And if there are gonna be too many people running it, the profit might not be as high as you think. Always play with that in mind. And with that being said, I hope you have a good one. Till next time, take care.